Hey guys, I've had several people ask me about the programs that I'm using to keep score on my games. And so I thought I'd do a little quick video here showing you the basics of Ballstat and Ballscore because basically that's all I know is the basics. So, first thing you're going to want to do is go to ballstat.com and you're going to want to click to download right here, and it'll put that on your desktop. It'll put both programs on there, Ballstat and Ballscore. And the other thing you're going to want to do is come down here to where it says all MLB rosters from 1871 to 2008. You're going to want to download those too. These are very helpful because it has every roster for every team from 1871 to 2008. Okay, so once you get that downloaded, you're going to have these two little icons here. And you're going to open up Ballscore. Ballscore is your scorebook. That's the way to look at it. It is just your scorebook. That's what it is. Ballstat is where you're going to export everything from Ballscore into Ballstat to compile your stats. That's where your league will be set up if you're doing a league. And that's where all your stats are going to be compiled, like I said. Okay, so once you get this opened up, I'm just going to show you how to keep scoring a game, and then we'll jump over to Ballstat. First of all, if you're going to use a roster that's more recent than 2008, you're going to have to go over here to create a roster. And all you're going to do here is just type in the team name, and then you're going to type in each player, first and last name. Don't worry about, all this stuff. I wouldn't worry about it. Once you've got everything typed in, if you fill up this page, go click down here, go to the next page, and continue on. Then you'll click Save Roster. And then once you open up, once you play a game and you open it up, don't worry about putting them in any kind of order, position, or anything. It will automatically put them in alphabetical order. When you open it up to play a game with that roster, they will be in alphabetical order, no matter how you put them in there. Okay, so to start a game, you're going to click on that, and then you're going to click on Yes, discard current scorebook. It's going to ask you for a date. You can keep putting, if you're doing just a one game historical game, you want to put the actual date down, you can do that. You're going to click OK. Now it'll bring this screen up. So the scorebook that's showing right now is the visiting team. Okay, so to load a roster, you're going to click on Load Roster. Then you're going to go to, remember I showed you all that 1871 to 2008 roster download. Once you download that, you'll have it in your files, and then you'll click on it, and it will show you all the years. Find the year that you want. 1988, for example. And then all your teams for the American League, since I clicked on American League. Now, and here's the roster for the Orioles, 1988. All these red X's just mean that Ballstat, if you look down here, does not recognize this roster as being in Ballstat, because this team is not in my league that I have created. It's really no big deal. If you can still play a game with them it'll still keep a box score and keep all the stats for that game. You just can't export it over to Ballstat. So okay, to make your starting lineup, you'll make sure this is highlighted where you want. Leadoff hitter, okay, Brady Anderson. Catcher, no, he's not a catcher, but Jeff Ballard batting second, playing first. Jose Bautista, second. Boddicker playing third. I'm just filling in a lineup, showing you how to do it. Click on their position, double click on it, it'll move them over. And then DH for American League. Okay, so in American League, there's not going to be a pitcher here. Your pitcher is going to be down here. Okay, so that's where you're going to put your pitcher for an American League team. Is that first green arrow. If you mess up to remove a player, just come down here. Make sure the player's highlighted. Make sure this is moved to the player you want to remove. And then bring it in. Then you'll click, once you've got your lineup done, save lineup. That way when you play with this team again, this lineup will be, you'll be able to just click on the previous lineup and it will pop right in there. Okay, then you're going to click OK. Then you're going to click the green light. Don't even worry about these. All you're going to need to do is click the green light, the green button. Okay, then you're going to want to flip over. So you've got the visiting teams filled in. Right here, this flips the scorebook to the other side. Now we have home team. Let me get this off. Okay. Go to lineup manager. Same thing, load roster. And let's see. Oakland A's. Now if you'll notice on this one, 88 Oakland A's, everything's green, has all green arrows, and down here it says 100% match. That means that this team is in Ballstat, it's in my league, it recognizes this team. So I can go over here and click load lineup, and there's going to be a previous lineup that I've used. I can click OK, and boom, it pops up over here. Now for some reason the pictures, are messed up. You'll have to remove. I don't know what I did or what happened, but for some reason it just puts in some random guy down here. So change the picture out, and then you're ready to go. Click OK, green, and your lineup's done. Okay, now first of all, to put the scoreboard on, you're going to click on View, and then there's Scoreboard. It pops up the scoreboard. You can move it around, put it wherever you want. If you want it on-screen dice roller, go down here to 6-sided dice roller. Move it around. If you want to take one of them off, click here, put it back on. Or if you just want blue and red or white and blue, whatever you want. Okay, so to keep score, the best way to keep score is with the keyboard, learning the hotkeys. Every button up here has a hotkey. So a single is an A1. You just hit A and 1. Over time, you're going to learn these hotkeys. Really, the only button that I use up here instead of a hotkey is the fielder's choice, because I can click AF and it's going to bring up fielder's choice, but then I have to fill in the boxes here, which isn't really that big a deal. Actually, that's the error. Sorry. Fielder's choice. What did I hit? I hit AR. AF is fielder's choice. And so if you click on fielder's choice, you have to fill in the boxes. If you click on it, you don't have to fill in the boxes. In other words, if it was a 4-6 fielder's choice, you check your runners. Everything's filled in here. Okay. Okay, so to do a basic, let's say Mark McGuire's up, he grounds out to third base. You're going to hit the space bar. Then you're going to hit G for ground out. And then you're going to hit the position number, 5 for third base. And then you're going to hit enter. And then you'll check the runners. Did they advance? Did they stay? What happened? Okay, let's say Carney Lansford flies out to left field. Space bar brings up your choices. F is for fly out, so it's real simple. G, ground out. P, pop out. F, fly out. L for line out. X for foul out. And so Carney Lansford flies out, so it's space bar F7 to left field. And then I have the autosave on, so this will pop up. I think it only pops up that one time. The rest of the time it doesn't. So then that was 3 outs. It flips over to the other team automatically. You don't have to do anything. It just flips over. Brady Anderson, let's say he strikes out. For a strikeout, all you have to do is hit S. Oh, I'll move the... You got to make sure the right box is lit up. Strikeout is S, and then enter, and then enter. A walk is just B for base on balls. Ask you, was this intentional? Yes or no. No's already lit up, so you just hit enter. Okay, for a single, it's A1. For a double, A2. For a triple, A3. For a home run, it's A4. Or you can come up here and use these buttons, but it takes more time to move the cursor around. But basically everything that's up here, I just showed you. Sacrifice, hit. A lot of times I'll use the button on it. Okay, you still have to fill it in. It could be, and then to fill this in is real simple also. You're going to put the A for an assist. So if it was assist, pitcher, and then P for put out, P3, first base. So assist is A, put out, P, and then the number of the position. A1, P3. Assist pitcher, put out, first base. Enter. Okay, let's see another example. Let's say runner's on base and the runner steals second. Or in this case, we have a runner on, well, let's just say A1, and both runners score. So it was a single for Butch Davis. Both runners scored. So we have a runner on first now with 2 down. If you'll look up here, this gives you your situation. It's a little diamond here with the two outs, runner on first. If you want to steal, if the runner steals second to score it, you just hit R for runner, R, and then brings up your options. 2 for steal of second. And then you'll see right there, shows it. SB, stolen base. Let's say he gets caught stealing third. R for runner, and you'll see right here a 6 for stealing third. And then it shows you the official score, and enter. Then it flips over to the other side. Okay. Now once the game is over, okay, let's go up here to line up. If you want to insert a pinch, if you want to do a pinch hitter, you're going to click on line up, go to pinch hitter, and it's going to bring your roster up. Click on who you want. Now these slots over here, 1 through 8, they correspond to these slots here. Like Canseco is in the one spot. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you have 8 different times you can make a substitution. Let's say Don Baylor's going to pinch hit. So we put him in, and there he is, Don Baylor pinch hitting. And it puts a little red line here to let you know there's a new batter. Okay, if you want to change pitchers, come to lineup, insert a new opposing pitcher, and that's going to be Tom Niedenfuer. We'll pinch a new pitcher, and it puts you a line here to let you know there's a new pitcher. Okay, if you want, at the end of the game, you want to look at the box score, or any time you want to bring up the box score. Maybe you want to check something. You can see what's going on here. Okay, so it keeps your box score as you go. And at the end of the game, you'll want to save it. I'm not going to save it, but you'll want to save it. Then, once you're done looking at the box score, you're going to go right here, and this will export the 88 Baltimore roster, or scorebook, sorry, to Ballstat, and compile the stats for the 88 Orioles. And once that's done, it will literally take like 2 seconds, and you'll know when it's done. Then you'll click here to export the other team's other team's scorebook, and it will take 2 seconds. And then you will exit, and it will ask you to save. Go ahead and click yes again, but I'm not going to. Then you can go over to Ballstat, open it up, and go to reports, and you will click on what I do. Now, I mean, I don't know everything there is to know about these programs, but what I do is I go to the web reports, I build website for entire league. It sounds like it's big, but what it does is it creates where your league is created. It compiles all the stats for your league. Okay, so you click on that, and then instead of doing that, I'm going to just open it up. And it will show you, this is my league that I have going. My new league is the name of my league. That's the default name that it gives you. I just left it at that. So here's my AL West, comprised of 2001 Seattle Mariners, 91 Twins, the 80 Royals, and the 88 A's. So this is the standings. Okay, team batting for the AL West, pitching. You could probably take these off if you don't want these on here. And then it'll go to the AL Central and do the same, show you the same stuff. Now if you want to see a team's specific team stats, you just click on the team, it'll open it up, and it'll show you all the stats for each player, how they've been doing this so far in the league. Okay, and all the stats, pitching, fielding, you name it. Okay, so let's close this. Now, some of the, a lot of the stuff up here, like this stock report stuff, I don't know anything about. I haven't tried it. Custom reports, I don't know. A lot of this is just changing your fonts and your colors and your settings, your preferences. So really, that's basically it. Now you need to create a league in order to export stats to it, obviously. So you create your league, click on create your league, enter your name, or if you're going to do a replay of a certain season, you're going to click down here and it will give you, you'll just type in the year and then proceed from there. I think everything from this point on is pretty self-explanatory. Length of the game, 9 innings is the normal length. If you were doing like a softball or something, you may put 7. Okay, and you set up your divisions. If you're going to use typical baseball, Major League Baseball divisions, you can just go down here and click this, and it will enter them for you. Okay, then it's going to ask you where to store it, and I'm going to stop right there. But I think for the most part, it's pretty straightforward, self-explanatory. It's really amazing that this is for free. The guy should be charging money for this. It's real easy. I can't stand doing manual writing on paper anymore. I'll do it, but it's just so much easier to do this, and it moves quicker. Actually, I don't know. Writing on paper actually you might be able to score quicker on paper. It's kind of a toss-up, but the compiling of the stats, that is the main thing. To have all your stats compiled, big time saver. So I hope I've covered everything. I'm sure I'm forgetting something that I'm going to be like, oh, I should have said this or that. Let me just go back here. The name of your league will be right here. If you have a couple different leagues going, maybe you want to make sure that the right one is in here when you start a game. I just have that one league that I have. Let's see, up here, like I said, all these buttons are pretty self-explanatory. This is going to flip your scorebook if you want to flip back and forth. Let's see. Most of the buttons, if you understand baseball, you're going to understand what's going on. I'll just show you some of these, highlight some of these options up here. Oh, if you do bat around in an inning, that's you're going to need to readjust the numbers up, the innings up here. So if there is an inning where they bat around, you're going to need to do you're going to need to click on this right here. And it should, like, I'm not playing a game right here, but if you just click on this, it will adjust. It should adjust it. It should adjust your innings. Otherwise, you'll be off up here. So you want to make sure you do that. Let's see. But the main thing is to make sure, if you have your league, is to export your scorebooks, visiting team and home team. Scorebook functions, properties. Let's see, there's something else I was going to say. Stats. Let's see, scorebook, Ballscore properties. If you go to Ballscore properties, you'll notice all these different tabs here that you can set your different preferences. I have not messed with any of this. I just left it how it is. Go back to here if you need. How many innings do you want on your score sheet? Autosave. I did change this to autosave. There is a tab here for tabletop games. And there is a way to import, like, your app book cards. You can get the card on the screen. The player's card on the screen. I have not messed with that yet. Okay, and if you want to do a custom dice roller, come down here, you can set your custom dice. But these dice, they start at 0. So a 5-sided die is going to roll from 0 to 4. So keep that in mind. So a 20-sided, if you want to put a 20-sided die on there, it would go 0 through 19. So if you want it, so if you rolled a 0, you would call that the 20. Is how I would work that. But a lot of this is just, for preference, colors, editing. You can set this up how you want it. Like I said, I left it how it is. So I think that pretty well covers it. Like I said, I'm sure I'm missing something. If there is any questions, just put them in the comments and I will get to them, I promise. But I highly recommend this software. I mean, it is just, it's incredible. I love it for, like I said, especially for the compiling of the stats. So with that, I'm going to let you go and I will talk to you guys next time. See you later.